The Seattle Storm is gearing up for its first ever Black Excellence game. It's the start of what the team hopes is a new tradition at Climate Pledge Arena, celebrating Black culture, creativity, and community. And joining us are Sheridan Blanford from the Storm and Sam Jabara from the Northwest African American Museum. Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you for being here. Sheridan, I want to start with you. What inspired this idea?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just, first of all, super excited about it. But what inspired it is the WNBA has a holistic initiative that each team celebrates Juneteenth. And so our game actually fell prior to Juneteenth. And so in the past, we've done a few things to activate, but we're really thoughtful to say, yes, Juneteenth is a holiday, but we need to celebrate and amplify a whole community. And so we took it upon ourselves to say, how can we still highlight Juneteenth, but then also celebrate Black excellence? And so we're really, really grateful to continue to celebrate and call out the Black community. It is very important to us, our fans, our players, and so we're just excited to kind of double down and get going on it.
Absolutely. What can people expect when they go?
Absolutely. So we have a swath of things planned. We have a fan fest, which I'm super excited about. So we're inviting fans to come at 4:30. Folks can get off early. Hopefully the weather is nice. Come grab a beverage, eat some food from some Black-owned restaurants. We have a Afro dance class. There's a handful of resources, community resources being shared. There's a DJ, so it's going to be a vibe. But then when we get into game, we have what we call our Surge Collective, and that's where we will talk with Sam here in just a second. But we create space for the community to learn about resources connected to the community with our Surge games. We have a handful of in-game activations, fantastic DJ Blast, who's one of our very own. We actually are inviting a handful of Black leaders from around Seattle to engage in our owner suite, so come and find out who's there and present, and we're just excited to have it be a really awesome environment.
I loved when you said it's going to be a vibe. It does sound like a vibe. Sam, I want to get to you and the role that the museum plays in Black Excellence Night.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're so excited to join the Storm for their first Black Excellence Night and to do it alongside other organizations that are actively working to educate and amplify the Black community here in Seattle. It really is a privilege to do that. So we're going to be a part of the Surge Collective on the main concourse by the Living Wall, just kind of educating people and fans about the work that we're doing at the museum, the exhibits that we currently have, and some of our upcoming events, including Juneteenth next week.
And how does an event like this really amplify the mission at the museum?
Yeah, so our mission at the museum is to use Black heritage to cultivate hope and healing for all. And I think one of the beautiful things about sports is that it builds this natural sense of camaraderie. And so it really is a beautiful thing that you look at professional sports, you look at what we're doing at the grassroots level with at the nonprofit level, and being able to kind of unify and showcase that our mission, our value, our philosophy around supporting and amplifying local voices is very similar and aligned. And so it's just really a beautiful opportunity.
Definitely. And Sheridan, back to you. You lead the Storm's social impact work year-round.
Yes.
What does having a chief social impact officer allow the Storm to do differently, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started, actually today is my 10-month anniversary. We were doing
Congratulations.
that in the back.
Yes.
But I think it's really wonderful and such a blessing to be in the role that I am, because when a lot of organizations are backing up, moving away from talking about social justice, from talking about DEI, from talking about empowering and supporting people the way that they need, it just shows who the Storm is, because they're not only continuing to invest, but they created a position at the highest level in the leadership team to oversee and run and continue to just pour into the resources, create value. And I always like to say, like, your values show up with what you invest in, not only when it's like popular and attractive, but your values really show when things are hard and people are pulling back and it's not the main thing, and that just showcases who we are at the Storm with the role we're able to do. And so we are in a position, and I have the just blessing and privilege and honor to lead that, where we get to use our people and our platform and our resources to do our part in making the world a better place, not just through action, or not just through word, but through action. And we get to do so by doing our best to shape lives and change trajectories with programs and initiatives and advocacy and investment and development. And so it's just a really great fortune to double down when a lot of people are backing up.
Love that. And that's a perfect place to end. Ladies, thank you so much for being here today and sharing all about this. This is great.
You so much.
Thank you.
And don't miss the Storm's inaugural Black Excellence Game Friday, June 12th at Climate Pledge Arena. Arrive early for food, music, and much, much more.